So let me know when you start recording.
Hi there, everybody. For those of you that don't recognize me, my name is Dr. Phil. And for that young lady in Copacabana, Florida, I just want to say I wasn't the creepy guy that was hitting on you. And I'm quite pissed off that you never gave me a call. Well, see, now that Oprah's no longer doing TV, my budget has gone a little bit short. And like I've always told all of you, I'm the one, I want to make sure that I survive, and I've been trying to teach you guys to survive. I'm now done to resorting to cooking shows now. And so I've got this kick-ass recipe for a 3-bean chili from a guy in Denver, Colorado by the name of Tom Kay. For those of you who know Tom Kay, he's an idiot, don't you think? But we'll just digress from that right here. Right now, I'm going to show you the ingredients that we're going to need to make this kick-ass chili. Now, one thing you're also going to notice, a lot of it is going to say Kroger on it. Why does it say Kroger? Well, I told you, my budget's gone to hell and I got to get all this cheap-ass shit now, you understand? Now, what you're going to need to make good chili, you got to have thawed-out ground beef here. If it's still frozen, you're not going to be able to cook with it. You understand? Are you stupid or something? No, I didn't think so. And unfortunately, at the store that I was at, they had only cans of organic kidney beans. Organic stuff. If we want to get back to what it was like in the times of Jesus, we'd be all dead by 40. You understand that now? And along with that, make it a 3-bean chili. I got some regular green beans to go along with it here. We've also got some organic chickpeas or garbanzo beans. Can you say that, boys and girls? Garbanzo beans. Okay, to really give it a little bit of a kick, we're going to also put some green chilies in there because it's called chili. We're going to get some salt in there. We've got ourselves some black pepper. Going to have ourselves some garlic, some seasoning to go along with it, some onions, and that bastard likes to put mushrooms in his chili. Don't know why. I tried it before. Tastes pretty damn good. And any self-respecting person that talks this way has to have themselves some Tabasco with it. Now, the very first thing that you have to do is you got to get yourself a pot right here. Now, it's not the same type of pot that you guys are trying to hook yourselves off of when you come onto my show crying and screaming about your problems. You guys are pissing me off when you're doing that too. You don't seem to listen to the advice that I give you. You might as well get yourself a bucket of water, set of jumper cables, and a Sears diode battery, and repeat as necessary if you know what I'm talking about. Now, the one thing you're also going to have to do, you're going to put the pot here on the stove, and you're going to have to turn on the heat. If you don't put any heat on it, the meat is not going to cook. Now, you're going to go start off first by getting your ground beef, and you're going to open it up. And if you're not trustworthy with knives, you might as well stop watching this right now. Gonna make an incision into the package. And like I said before, it has to be thawed. If it's not thawed, you're not cutting into it. Okay? Now you're gonna go ahead, while the pot's warming up here still, you can go ahead and drop that meat right on in there. And in a few seconds here, it'll do its nice little snizzle and sizzle and grizzle and bizzle. You know what I'm talking about, the shizzle? While it's starting to warm up right here, you go ahead and start grabbing your seasonings. You got to get your salt. As you see this one right here, this is light salt. Mrs. Dr. Phil thinks that my blood pressure is getting a little bit too high, especially when those guests start really pissing me off. But blood pressure starts to rocket. Don't know why it happens, but I guess I'm a doctor. I should figure that out. Regular black pepper right here. Not being racist, but white pepper just doesn't cut it out right here. Going to grab ourselves some garlic. We're going to grab the Tabasco. We're going to go ahead and grab our seasonings right here also. Now as you hear, the hamburger is making a sizzling sound. For those of you that are not culinary experts, this is called cooking. You're going to grab yourself either a spoon or a spatula. And with either one of them, you're going to just start lightly pressing the meat down in here. At this time, I'd just like to make a quick mention out to Miss Winfrey. Why the hell did you have to retire so I'd have to start doing these cooking shows now, you bitch? Aside from that right now, you hear that the meat is sizzling. It's got a nice sizzle going on. We're going to go ahead and start adding in the seasoning. Why do we add the seasoning? It makes the food taste better, stupid. Since it's like salt, you're going to go a double portion on it here so that it actually tastes good. You're going to go ahead, go put in some garlic here. A good friend Emerald says to use garlic. And then you grab your non-racist black pepper right here also. Just as a reminder, I might sound like I'm from the South, but I do not wear a hood. Going to use some of that Tabasco in here also. We're going to go ahead and make that all a little bit tangy and hot and spicy and everything. We're going to use our spatula here again, and we're going to mix it all up. Now, as you can see, the meat is starting to brown. This is the process known as browning. We're going to put it back on the heat because it cooks better that way. We're going to go ahead and grab the can of green chilies. Remember, this is what makes it chili. We're going to grab ourselves a can opener, and we're going to carefully put the can opener onto the can and start twisting. As you see, my budget is so crappy, I can't afford a true electric can opener. For some of you, this might be the only exercise you get in a day. You carefully take the lid off, or otherwise you're going to cut your finger off. That's not a good thing. You're going to take the green chilies, and you're going to pour it right into the ground beef. Why do you do this? So that it can cook, stupid. What do you think? I need to get back on Letterman so I can make some money. Okay. You let it get happy in here. You mix it up. What you're also going to do, since that bastard likes mushrooms in his chili, seeing he paid me money to do this cooking show, we'll put the little bastard's mushrooms into the chili. Little bastard isn't funny at all anyway. Anywho, you notice that your mushrooms have a liquid in it. It's called water. It helps keep the mushrooms fresh, even though it's got an expiration date of 5 years after the nuclear holocaust. See what's really sad is even Dr. Phil can't afford to get prep people to open his frickin' cans of mushrooms. Now you open up carefully the cans of mushrooms because you don't want to be stupid and cut yourself. Now, normally at this point you need to stop and get yourself a drink. You know, on my shows I don't normally condone it, but I figured out maybe y'all were just a little bit right here. I just got myself a glass filled with tequila right here. Hold on just a moment, because we are having ourselves some chili, right? Oh! Man, I guess my guests knew what they were talking about here. Okay. We're going to grab ourselves some onions here. Now, that was strong stuff. I think they got myself the agave stuff. I don't know here. Now, I got the pre-chopped onions right here because I know you guys can't handle a knife. You're just going to pour in some of the onions in here. Just some of the onions in here. And once again, you're going to go ahead and you're going to stir it all in. Now you're going to need to season it again because the ground beef has most of the seasoning right now. So once again, we're going to grab some of that light salt. Since it's light, we're going to go triple the portion on it. 1, 2, and for you guys down there in the south that don't know how to count to 3, 5. Going to give another shot of Tabasco here. For those of you that can't stand it in the north, tough. Going to use more of that garlic powder. More of that non-racist black powder here. Not a Klansman. And now we're going to put in our chili seasoning to go along with it. This is what helps give it that extra little kick. Now as you hear, it's actually starting to boil. That's a good thing. It helps cook everything together. Now you're going to turn down the heat now on this portion, or otherwise it's going to start to burn. Just like anything in life, no matter what you do, if you have a burning sensation, that's not a good thing. So while we turn down the heat here, we've got ourselves here a crock pot. It's also known as a slow cooker. This is what helps make the chili cook good, is because you're going to let it slow cook. And you noticed I coughed earlier. You want to make sure that you have clean hands. If you don't have clean hands, you're stupid. You're going to get everybody else sick. That's not cool. We've lost our budget to even have paper towels around here. Dr. Phil was an idiot. Too many nights at hooker bars and strip clubs. Now, what you're going to do next here, some of these are idiot proof. They've got a pull tab on them. You're going to open up the pull tab. You're going to drain out some of the juice. These are the cut green beans that we're going to put in. One thing you also want to do, it's going to cook better if you got the damn thing plugged in. You plug it in, you're going to turn it up to high because I'm going to be serving this a little bit earlier than expected. It's actually going to be warm and wonderful and delicious and yummy. Green beans, put them right on in. Like putting in corn in there. It gives a nice yellowish color to it. Remember folks, yellow for jaundice, bad. Yellow for corn, good. Don't be stupid. We're adding in our second of 3 beans. These are the garbanzo beans. Yeah, that's good tequila right there, boys and girls. Remember, after every time you cough onto your hand, you gotta make sure that you wash your hands. Otherwise, you're stupid. And you need to make sure you drain the liquid out. Pour it right on in.
Mira. Toto, no
Crackpots. Feel like I'm back on my show. Gonna put the tomatoes in there too. You're also going to put in kidney beans. Why do you need kidney beans? Because they're chili beans. Chili, you always need chili beans for chili. You're going to pour that right on in there also. Now you're going to take your ground meat mixture that has the chili in it, because you need chili to make chili, the mushrooms, the onions, and all your seasonings. You're going to pour that right on there too. You're going to get that all into the into the crock pot right there. And if it looks a little dry, you add some water into there.